see Verstappen won.
He did. It was good.
What was the placing?
I-
I was going to look it up, and I was like, nah, I'll talk about it on the podcast when we get to it.
So Verstappen Perez 1-2, Lando Norris third. That's all that matters.
What happened to Hamilton?
She started 14th,
Finished
finished
40th.
in the top 10. No, he finished in the top 10.
Didn't Ricardo have a good race?
No.
No?
Nah,
He had a good sprint, didn't he?
Yeah, so sprint and qualifying was great for both the McLarens.
And then they just drove like shit.
No. So what happened was in the so the sprint race was Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, Sainz. So there's Ferrari and Red Bull, top four.
Yeah.
And then fifth and sixth, Lando Norris and Dan Ricciardo.
And then Norris come third, and Ricciardo come last.
Yeah.
Last.
He
DNF.
No. He came 18th. Last.
How? What did he do?
First lap. Imola's a track that if you get good track position, you can keep it. Come in, I think it was like the second or third corner.
Yeah.
And his start was amazing. He come from sixth. He was right beside Sainz, who started fourth. Norris's start was fucking excellent as well. Norris was up in third. Then you had Sainz and Ricciardo. Sainz tapped Ricciardo, spun Ricciardo out into the wall. Spun Sainz and Ricciardo collided. Sainz went off into the gravel trap, couldn't move. Ricciardo was able to come through, but just lost too much time, so he couldn't make it up. He came out last. So last of the runners. You know, he didn't DNF, but last of the runners, and Max Verstappen lapped Lewis Hamilton. No, there you go. Lewis Hamilton comes 13th.
Fucking shit, can't he? What's wrong with him?
How the times have changed. Max Verstappen has lapped Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, right. Do you reckon it's just because of the cars, or?
I think with the whole new regulations and everything that come in this year, Mercedes hasn't adapted to it as much as Ferrari have. Like Ferrari's the team to beat at the moment. No matter if Max Verstappen's winning, Ferrari's car, the pace is just unbelievable. And Red Bull's clawing back. Their straight line speed's amazing as well.
Yeah.
With the whole new regulations, how the cars are a bit longer, more downforce, all of that, so they can overtake a bit better.
Yep. Oh.
They can actually drive behind each other a bit more.
Yep.
There's not so much dirty air, so a bit more airflow into the car, which then allows you to slipstreaming's better this year than it was last year. And I think just due to the whole new regulations and shit, Mercedes haven't adapted.
Yeah.
So
dickheads.
Yeah. Whole new the new powertrains and everything for this year as well. So new engines, gearboxes, and Mercedes just the only good Mercedes running team at the moment is McLaren. You got George Russell there sitting up there, who's continually in the top five. Yeah. But you got Lando Norris there as well. So they're the only two, the young ones. So which isn't too bad. Good to see the young ones coming through.
These
pushing out the older fellas.
That's good, eh? I mean, as much as I'd like to see Hamilton do good, it's good to see the young players driving. I mean, personally, anyone but fucking Verstappen would make me happy, but I wouldn't mind if Verstappen lost every race this year.
Well, last race, not the race that just gone last night. The race before was the Australian Grand Prix. So it was afternoon time for us. Perfect spot for me to sit up, like watch it.
Yeah.
And that race was the most boring race I've watched in the last 5 years of F1.
Oh, really?
Boring. There was
No
no
aggression.
fight. There was no fight for the lead. Leclerc just come out and he was gone. Just gone. Verstappen, yeah, he was getting there, but then DNF. So he had no opposition, you know what I mean? Whereas this race here, this was full on till the last 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, right. Did you watch it? Did you?
Yeah, I watched it. It only started at like 10:30 last night, so it wasn't late race.
Oh, I guess I was up pretty. I would have actually been able to watch that, but I was too busy doing other shit, troubleshooting my stream and shit.
It's not like fucking the American race and let's say the British race. British race will be on at 3 o'clock in the morning for us, you know. It's not like that. It was 10:30, which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
And especially public holiday being today.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget. But yeah, it was good. Let's just say that. It's been a fucking magnificent round of footy this weekend as well.
I haven't really been keeping up the footy scores. I saw that Cowboys won. I watched that game. And I watched the Tigers Bunnies game. That was a fucking game.
That was a good game.
Did you see the Tigers stats for that? It should have been a Tigers blowout. Really.
Yeah.
95% completion, 3 errors.
Mm-hmm.
Three mistakes.
I think they had I think it was like a 70-30 split for ball possession or something like that.
Yeah, it was 65 something. Yeah. Oh, no, 62 it ended up being. I don't know how that happened. The Bunnies must have just held onto the ball for a while or something, but yeah. And then Eels trumped, Panthers trumped.
Yeah. The two big games of today.
Dragons are fucking beating it to the Roosters at the moment.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of that at the pub just before.
Yeah. You have a good day?
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad actually. It's raining here, so we went to dawn service.
Yeah.
But the dawn service we went to only started at 6:30. The other one, I didn't know the dawn service started earlier. It was too far away, ages away. So we just went to the one that's like 9 minutes away. Pissed down rain the entire time we're there. And they had like speaker issues, so you could barely hear what they're saying over like rain hitting umbrellas, and there only one little speaker down near them and you could barely see them because everyone had their umbrellas up, sort of thing.
Yep.
Bit of a pain in the ass for that, but no, it was good to get to that. And then we went to gym, and then we come home. We literally just chilled, watched like Breaking Bad, and just chilled. And then the rain stopped, passed for a bit. We're like, we'll go up to the Mount Gravatt Mount just to get out of the house for a little bit. Yeah. And I was like, we'll be back in time to do this. But we're out, and then the pub's literally on the way home. Like, maybe we can call in as Anzac Day races. So I was like, maybe I can put a couple of bets on. And that's why I messaged you to see like what time I could, if you want to do a real late one or not. But like, we're not going to be there for ages anyway. If you can wait till like 4:45, like I'll be home for sure by then.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was just going to have to like race home. Like, just like, no, fuck it. Don't do anything. Let's just go.
I think that's why it was good that I gave you a time frame. You know what I mean? Like I'm free from here to here.
Yeah. And it puts a little bit of a time frame on when we need to be done too, which is fucking half our fucking issues. We end up going for too fucking long. We yak for too much at the start. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
We can have the races on. We'll do this. I had a couple little wins today.
Oh, that's the way.
And the first one I bet on, I won like $100, which is nice. And then the next one I bet on, I won like 30, 40.
And the thing is, this time of year as well, is a lot of sports that I follow is on. Like big games. So
I just haven't been watching much of the NRL this year. Fuck all, really.
Well, I'm always going to watch Anzac Day match because Mondays my team's playing every Anzac Day.
See, Storm versus Warriors is a good game to watch.
Yeah.
Dragons, Roosters, I have zero interest in either team, so I have no quarries of just missing that game, watching the highlights later. I wanted to see the Cowboys Titans game. I didn't just watch the highlights of that. We thrashed them.
Oh, they flogged them, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it would be a bit of a closer game.
Good that the Cowboys got up, and it's like, fuck, I wish they'd do that to like an Eels or something. And, a top 4 side would be nice. Seeing the Tigers win 2 weeks in a row of a fucking top 4 sides is pretty fucking good though.
1 point each.
I think there could be a little bit of a dark horse here. If they keep playing like good, gritty football like that, mistake-free football, like they could possibly upset a few teams this year.
Well, see, the thing was, it was round 1, I think it was Storm Tigers. First 40 minutes, the Tigers was in it. Like that, the Tigers.
I think they have the ability to do it. It looks like
they've got that.
Luke Brooks is finally fucking running the side good.
Luke Brooks has found his position. He's a number 6. He just needed that number 7 that could.
The big thing for them is Hastings has an enormous boot, which makes it fucking a lot easier. A lot of sides that can get away with it. Hastings has a mistake in him. That's his issue. And he's I find him a little weak in defense at times, but like it's that if they don't get good ground, Hastings boot will get them a little bit better force and backs, like a little bit better field position.
Sort of like a Kiri boot.
Yeah, they just need to keep that error-free football up, and they should always be well and truly in the fight. That's what I mean. They could lend themselves a top 8 position, go to the finals, and probably have a good final series if they keep playing mistake-free football.
Yeah,
to be able to keep that up is a different story, but if they keep doing it, it's fine. Like a lot of other teams are too flashy, hit and miss. If they keep playing mistake-free football, they'll lose a few games. They should win
2 mistakes.
2 was it? I thought it was 3. There you go. What's it mean?
95% completion rate.
40 completions out of 42. How good's that?
46 out of 48.
Oh, was it? Fuck. I looked at the stats when there was like 10 minutes to go, I think maybe.
Yeah. And it ended up being a 57-43 split for possession.
Yeah.
But yeah, time in possession, nearly a whole half of football for the Tigers.
That's crazy, eh?
33 minutes of football, the Tigers had the ball.
30, yeah, right.
Fucking crazy, man. They just got to keep playing like that, honestly.
Yeah, the mistake-free, like that mistake-free footy, just it works, man. That's what Storm's big thing is. It's always been high completion rate, mistake-free footy. Like that's their good defense, obviously helps as well. But the Rabbitohs had, something like they've had to beat the Rabbits and beat the Eels, who are like high point sides, like very attacking sides. So obviously they're going to make mistakes, but they're obviously going to score points too. So
that's a 92% effective tackle rate.
It's pretty good.
They only missed 16 tackles out of, what's that, 350? 351 tackles, they missed 16.
It's good, eh? The little setup for that field goal was really nice too. Like everyone thought about Hastings, and Hastings stood there and it went past Hastings. Just did that like that and went straight past Hastings, straight to Brooks, and he just slotted it straight over the dot. Easy as it comes.
They did the fucking Roosters, the way they set up that fucking while back with Latrell Mitchell and Cooper Cronk.
Yeah. See,
Cooper's sitting there with his hands up, and you expect the ball to go. You expect the ball to go. I'd pass
to Coop every day.
Yeah, but Coop's just sitting there with his hands up. Yep, righto, boom, that goes.
My favorite was
Mitchell.
My favorite was when they were all playing the Storm, and they had Cronk sitting back there, and instead of passing back, Smith dummied one way, went the other way, and drop kicked with his left boot, slotted in straight from dummy half. I was like, that's a good fucking field goal. I was like fucking very impressed by that. So you did that out of dummy half. That's fucking good. That's good. That's quality.
Make all the markers go that way because Kronk's there set for a fucking field goal. So they're just going to go for him. Boom. Guess what?
What happened last week, actually? I missed that. Last week's Storm. What did Pappenhausen do to piss everyone off? My mate said, I just lost all faith in Pappenhausen. Like, he must have done something. He must have done something really dog act. Did you see the game?
I watched nearly every Storm game. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
They're just like, oh, he's a dog. And yeah, I'm completely off Pappenhausen now. I'm like, oh, I wonder what he did. I missed that.
No, I'm not 100% sure. I I know Munster played fucking out of his skin last week.
When does Munster not play out of his skin?
When he's not looking to get a contract over $1 million.
I see Ponga signed with the Knights.
$1.3 million. He does
no, wasn't it 4 years, $4 million?
$1.3 million
a year.
Yeah,
worth it.
Good 5 years. 5 years.
I mean, you say good player, yet Knights only scored 2 points.
Honestly, he does not deserve that money.
He is really good. The problem is they have no like structure. That's why he would have been good with the fucking Cowboys. You see,
good with the Cowboys. He's good.
The Cowboys need the freak. Everything else they can do, they need the freak. Cowboys, the Jonathan Thurston, the freak, make shit happen out of nowhere. Just need a couple of finishes, which they have in Felt and stuff like that. They have finishes. They have people who can put the ball over. They just need someone to create shit.
Back then, it was like Felt, Cooper, Scott.
Well, I'm kind of
Scott
happy
wasn't
now.
a finisher, but you know what I mean. Like it was Felt, Cooper.
They had a good forward pack. We've always had pretty good forward packs. We got big boys in North Queensland. That's why.
Yeah,
big cunts. 100%. If they're not fucking big white boys, they're big Islanders. Well, Tomalolo, classic example. He's enormous.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of other fellas have gone now. Mao was from up there as well. I can't think of his first name. I think it was a big long name. A couple of the big fellas come up from North Queensland, eh?
Even the squad North Queensland's got right now is a decent squad. And a lot of people,
I don't know if it's a premiership winning squad's the only problem.
They don't need to be a premiership winning squad right now.
But I want premiership winning squad.
It's Toddy Payton's second year. He's got a squad behind him that can make the 8. That's all he needs to achieve.
So we just need to keep the defense up, bro. We can win games off good defense. We just need good defense. I think
the amount of people that fucking just bagged out Tommy Dearden last year, and the last
one of them. I'm one of them.
The last quarter of the season? Last year he came up.
Big fan of Stinkwater, but once I found out that Stinkwater. Once I found out that he had the highest missed tackle rate in the NRL, and not by like 2% or something like it was like by 10%. It was a fucking lot. I was like, this cunt is a liability. He can win games, but he can also lose them. What Dearden had nearly a perfect record of missed tackles. Like he just didn't miss them. It's like, okay.
It was just his ball playing and his.
We just need someone to control the game, which is Townsend. We just need someone to control the game, which, like say we were talking about Tigers before. It's good that Brooks is controlling the game.
Hastings is there for his partner as well. He's there for his partner. Like,
he's just
a number 6 does not run the team. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's just a number." Number 6 that I know shouldn't run a team. It's your number 7 runs the team.
Yeah, have a look at a good solid 5'8" will.
Yeah.
So like Luke Brooks probably running the team more for a number 6 than he is number 7.
He's running the team from a number 6, but he's also leading the way forward because he's got that number 6 on his back. He knows, all right, I don't care. I can run the ball now. I'm not coordinating with the forwards. Get the ball, I'll run. I'm going to show everyone what to do. He's leading by example.
It's just like, it's one of those things that like, you say Jonathan Thurston's a ridiculous halfback. And they say, oh, Darren Lockyer's the best 6 that's ever been. And it's like, yeah, Darren Lockyer was a good fullback. Jonathan Thurston was the best 6 we've ever seen. Yeah. Hands down. Do not argue it. You can't, because he is. He mightn't be the fastest. He mightn't have been the biggest, but he was the best 6 you'll ever see. He had to play halfback because there was no one else to play 6 for the Cowboys. Yeah. When he came to Origin, he played 6.
Yep.
Cooper Cronk at 7 to do all the big kick. That's what I mean. Cooper Cronk at 7 to throw to the forwards, do big kicks. That's all he needed to do. Jonathan Thurston control everything while he's running the game, sort of thing. He can control all the attack while he's running the game. That's why Jonathan Thurston.
That squad. That's that Queensland squad that you're talking about. Just had a lot of gun players. You got You had Billy Slater at number 1, one of the best defensive fullbacks ever. He changed the game. You can't say he didn't.
I'm sorry. I think he's one of the best fucking attacking fullbacks of all time too.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
He was one of the out in. That was Billy Slater who started that.
That outside inside ball is perfect. And you see teams try and replicate that.
It works so good. That's such a fucking good little move.
You see teams try and replicate that. And I'm gonna bring it onto like the Storm now, talking about it, because that was their own, thing, is the Storm. That was their fucking what would you say, their playbook, outside inside ball.
Yeah.
Storm now got 3 fullbacks playing in the spine.
Yeah, exactly right.
That outside inside ball is lethal when the Storm do it, because you got Munster. Munster could go outside inside to Hughes. Hughes could go outside inside to Munster and Pappenhausen. You got Harry Grant there that's quick on his fucking feet as well. He's good, a little nugget. Yeah.
To a completely different sport, and we'll just quickly touch on this. Do you think that when we talk about great batsmen in the modern game, do you think we can take Virat Kohli out now?
Now, yeah.
Do you think we can? Have you seen his last? He hasn't hit a triple figure score since early 2019.
I was going to say this decade.
Early 2019.
So
even like 2019, 2020, he hasn't hit anything.
This decade. So starting from 2020.
Yeah.
So now, like this decade, he's not there. You got Williamson, you got Smith, you got Root. Yeah, he's not the best, but he's there. He's up there.
Sorry, say that one again.
What's that, Root?
Don't say he's not the best. Motherfuckers hitting runs.
Yeah.
The whole English side, they're giving him shit about being a shit captain and stuff. The whole English side has a fucking issue apart from that cunt. That can't hit runs constantly.
He's not the best in the world, though.
1,500 in a calendar year is a fucking large amount of runs for one batsman to hit.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I said he's in my top 3.
Yeah. I didn't even say Labuschagne.
I didn't even say Labuschagne there. But I said Smith, Williamson, Root, right?
Kohli's got no desire to hit runs.
Your top 5, Kohli's not even in there.
No, not at the moment. Not even fucking close. He wouldn't even make the top 11.
Yeah, you got 2 Aussies that would be in my top 5 for cricket. So,
what's enough of that?
It's not cricket season anymore, even though IPL is on. IPL is on.
The richest cricket competition in the world.
Yes. And fucking Butler's smashing the runs at the moment over there.
Fuck, it is good watching him hit runs. He's hitting them for fun at the moment.
Oh, yeah. You see what Warner's kids, what he said his fucking girls were saying?
No. What were they
saying?
Why
can't you hit runs like Joss? Why can't you hit runs like Joss? He's like, I'll do it this game. Goes out and makes like 16 off 26 or something and gets out.
Useless Kane.
Warner, you're a has-been.
Warner is a has-been. Oh, Warner's not just a has-been. He's just fucking...
flog.
He's a flog, but he's just not...
flat track bully.
He's a little bit of a flat track bully, isn't he?
Which is why I think the best partner for Harris would be Khawaja.
At the moment, you'd have to say Khawaja.
Yeah. I think who else are we going to open? Who else are we going to open if Harris is there?
Harris.
They're going to put Warner. They're going to put Warner in again. No, fuck. Warner's had his chance. He's been there for the last fucking 10 years. Fuck him off.
My favorite horse just won a race. Then
nice.
He's gone from like country Queensland racing to country Northern Territory racing. So he's just going to shitter and shitter races. But his name's Poopy, and it makes me
Poopy. Nice.
Poopy coming down the outside. Poopy coming down the outside. And Poopy wins.
Poopy. Good old Poopy.
Sometimes they say like Poopy. I'm like, nah, it's not Poopy, it's Poopy. Don't mix yourself up, mate. It's Poopy.
Oh shit.
Well, we've Poopy running down the inside. It's like, yep, I've had that before.
We've spent a lot of time on sports. Let's just fly over gaming because I'm pretty sure we've only played 2 games this week. maybe 3 if we're lucky between us.
What have you been playing?
What do you think I've been playing?
With your dick?
I've only been playing GTA. I've only been playing GTA RP. Mind you, I did go and play some ranked with Hop last Saturday.
We had last weekend off at the podcast. It just didn't work out for us. Easter long weekend, we're all busy. Happens.
All busy, full of drink.
It just wasn't our thing. We should have probably announced it earlier. As it is, we're not sure where the podcast is going, and because of that, the desperation to record is sort of a bit off at the moment. It's just how it is. We'll get better. We just got to figure out where it's going. That's me personally talking. I haven't really discussed that with Magpie at all. It's just how it is.
Nah, 100%. Don't want to talk about it over the podcast, but 100% agree.
We're just trying to figure out where we're going to go. If it's going to turn into being the bird does story time or something like that, or is it going to be, are we going to still do topics every now and again, or should we go back to doing topics? We're just doing stories at the moment just because it's easy. Yeah. We can talk shit. I don't know if that's the way we should be going. If that's how all the big podcasts are doing their thing. I think topic wise, I think there's a few podcasts that are doing better than us at that. And I don't know if we can ever catch to that. And I don't know if we should just do our own thing, but I mean, story time has been done. Podcasts are hard because a lot of it's been done. Same with streaming. Streaming's it's all been done before. It is hard to try to find a niche market. We're trying to figure what our nicheness is going to be.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's fucking impossible to get cunts to come talk on the thing. It feels embarrassing asking cunts to come talk because you're technically asking them for a favor. We're not Joe Rogan where people are probably lining up to fucking go on there. It's sort of more like, we're asking them to put time out of their day to come to have a chat and give us a hand.
Yeah.
It was a bit funny. A lot of podcasts, if you listen to a lot of podcasts, you'll find that pretty similar. A lot of other podcasts say exactly the same thing. But this gaming wise, I've been playing Fortnite a little bit.
Yeah, I saw
that. That's been fun. There's no build.
I don't talk in this stream, but I had been in your last night's stream. I was there for a little bit.
Did it seem like it was
Saturday? From what I saw, literally right here. I was here all night. Right there.
It just seemed I was having frame issues out the wazoo for the last couple of streams. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I keep like dropping in.
Saturday night you were playing Fortnite as well.
Friday night.
You didn't stream Saturday?
No.
I wasn't even watching on Saturday night. I went out to an 18th. Ringing cuts at 4, 5 o'clock. Ringing cuts at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, he's like my little brother. So
okay.
Yeah, so I had to go do something. We took him out to the clubs for the first time. Got him his first lap dance and shit.
That's like one of my mates. He was like one of my mates from school, and he got married fairly youngish, like 21 or something like that. He goes, "Oh, we did a bucks party, but it wasn't really much of a bucks party. It was like 10 of us sort of thing." And his dad and his father-in-law all come to like Ribs and Rumps, whatever, which is like just a big steakhouse. Magpie will know what it is, but and we're just all sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we'll go to Flinders Street, Townsville." Go there, like, we'll go have some beers. Yeah. And I was a young menace when I was on the piss then, and I was like, "Bro, it's your bucks party. You got to see some naked girls. Come on, mate.
Yeah,
you've only seen the one. I know you've only seen the one. Let's go. Come on." Everyone else was against it except for one of my mates, and the buck was sort of like he had to be against it because a lot of his family friends and stuff were against it, but his younger brother, who's a DJ and DJ there, I just into him was like, we got to do it. Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, well, you've convinced me. We've got to have to." It's like, let's go. Went in there. Shows me walk in there. A girl we used to go to school with was stripping there. We're like, what the fuck?
Shit. Oh, shit.
Like, all right. I was like, we'll stay. We're here now. No one was in there. I don't know why there was no one there. There was just no one there. We had the entire club to ourselves. Like, okay, this is cool. And I said, "What's it cost?" And he's like, what? It's like, what's it cost to get him on stage and get one of you to flog him? He said, it's 200 for one of us, 220 for two of us. And we went, two. Let's go. Put the money in there. Please. I was like, come on, give us 50 each, boys. Let's go. There's only like five of us by that stage. All the parents went away. And the night finished. He came out with big welts on him and everything like that. Because we're like handing them our belts. Like, here you go. Yep. Hit him with this.
Use this one. Use that one.
I think they burnt him at some. I don't know. It was fucking random.
Oh fuck.
But after it, we walked out. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like that dew, like the little crisp airs, sort of when we walked out of the sweaty ass club. Walked out there and he comes out and he cuddles us and he goes, that was never going to happen. I know you boys aren't invited to the wedding, but that was never going to happen otherwise. It's like, you made my Bucks party. Like, my Bucks party is something I will now remember. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
Fucking good. I don't know if I've talked to him properly since. He's got kids.
See, that's like Saturday night. We got invited to the 18th and I was like, fuck, yeah, righto. We only had the one kid. We only had the young one, the boy. And we'll go for a little bit and we'll go home. Yep. We ended up staying there for a little while. And it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And everyone's like, oh, we're going to leave. The 18-year-old dad is like, fuck it. We're going to the clubs. Anyone want to come? And fuck yeah, let's go. Miss O and I, yeah, let's go. I was like, hang on, we got our fucking kid. What the fuck we're going to do? Miss O rings my mum. Hey, Magpie wants to go out clubbing. Can you talk to him? Righto. Hey, mum, what are you doing? I'm in bed. Oh, you just woke me up. Yeah, okay. We're gonna drop Leo off and we're going clubbing. She's like, oh, okay. This is like 12:30 in the morning, bro.
Okay, now.
Grabbed a maxi cab. I was like, it's on the way. Yep, dropped off on the way. Here's mom walking out, and I'm just like, oh fuck. Like, I love her dearly. Just due to this, like this type of stuff that she does. It's like, yeah, I'll look after him. It's okay. Had it a bit better organized, he could have been there the whole night, and we could have been like, fuck it, let's go. Get to the strip club, walk in. The dad buys all of us entry. He's like, he's a coming out. This boy's 18th. I'll pay for everything. Right, yeah, right, awesome. Went in. I'm like, I'm getting this kind of lap dance. Fuck it, let's go. He's only 18. He's never had one. Let's go. Well, as soon as I walked in the door, Sheila comes up. She's like, anyone looking for a lap dance? I was like, him. Mrs. is like, it's the 18th. She's like, you're coming with me. Let's go. Walk straight upstairs. I was like, how much is it going to cost? Oh, it's $75. Yeah, fuck yeah. Boom, boom. But he beamed all night, fucking ear to ear grinning. Grabbed a drink from the bar and he's like, oh yeah, this is good. Just couldn't get it off his face at all.
It's one of those things, man. It's one of those things that like people detest it, but at the same time, like especially if you're single, it's good fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, burns a big hole in your wallet, but it is good fun.
The funny thing is, like, I'm not single. Everyone knows that. You're not single. But the missus encouraged it. She's like, he's getting it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. He's going to get it. I was like, fuck yes. Let's fucking do this. It's his 18th. He's like, can only do it first, once. It's his first time only once. Let's go. Yep, righto.
In Townsville, there was one strip joint. There was just two strip joints, sorry. But one of them had a perfect pool table. When I say perfect, when you go to a pub pool table, there's like fucking piss pool rolls, the felt's all fucked up.
Yep.
Or it's so crowded you can't play pool and stuff like that. You go there, no cunts on the pool table. Everyone else is doing other shit. You walk in there, $5 to get in.
Yep.
$5 drinks once you're in there, because they're not making the money off the drinks. They're making money off other shit, obviously.
Yeah, $5 basics. Yep.
We go in there. We didn't do anything else. We just went in there and played pool. You could play there for a couple of hours. They had weird music on, obviously, and we just play pool. Play pool. All right, we'll go back to the normal clubs now. We've had our cheap drinks and a game of pool. It was like a weird little quiet oasis you could go to and just get away and play a bit of pool, because Townsville, everything was so clumped together. Like the pubs would just turn into nightclubs, so the pool tables would fuck off and there'd be nowhere to play, or the drinks were so astronomically expensive, especially when you're on apprentice wages. You're like, I don't want to fucking pay $10 a drink.
I can't afford
$10 a drink and $4 a game of pool. Pool was free. It was a good table, and we all enjoyed playing pool. So we just go there, a little group, and play pool for a bit, shark it up.
100%.
But yeah, I've been playing Fortnite, and then yeah, a bit of Tiny Tina's. Yeah, I've been playing Tiny Tina's. I'm getting towards like the final end of it. I'm already level 40 now, so max rank. Getting the myth ranks up now. I don't know, like all my mates already finished it. And I finished it before they even level 40. Like I'm doing like every single side mission on the way there. Like if I get, I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna get to like the last place, which is called the Pyramid.
Yep.
And it's all like you open up a whole massive new area. I'm like, okay, I'll play some of those side missions. I was playing that last night. I thought, I'll play like half an hour side mission. I ended up playing like an hour and a half of side missions. I was like, fuck me, this is the last mission took forever. I was like, oh, I had to kill one bitch. Right, sweet. Easy done. I'm going to kill one character. That's sweet. I can do that. No, because then I had to like get 3 things to do this, and then I had to get another 3 things to do this and to summon it, and then ends up being that because the whole dialogue in that game is so fucking funny. They had that character for the last one was, they called him Garrett or something like that. Garrett the Trivia or something like that, which is he's meant to be Jared the Witcher.
Yeah.
And
Geralt.
Yeah. He was a Witcher character. He kept talking about like, oh yeah, no, I'm the best, monster slayer in the lands. Surely you would have heard of me, had sex with girls on unicorns and stuff like that, and he kept like playing off how good he was. It's like, yeah, nah, I'd help you, but I'm too busy slaying big monsters, bedding people's wives and running away from husbands, like that. And it comes right to the end. You got to fight a big thing. The big creature you summon, the creature goes, ha ha, ha, boom, and he kills him one hit. Just I think headbutts him and dies.
Fuck.
And I was like, pissed myself laughing. I'm thinking, okay, this character is going to be hard. I shot a couple of shots, like started all my action skills and stuff. I lost a heap of like my shield. So I was like, I'll run and get my shield back. By the time I ran to the other side and turned around, all my companions had just killed it already. I was like, okay, that was easy. I'm like a boss destroy. My character's so like OP at the moment that like it takes a genuine horde to beat me. One big character I can just slap, just shred on, because everything I do stacks now.
Yep.
Like I do this, it stacks like this much lightning damage and then this much companion damage. It just stacks exponentially, that I just not one hit things, but I kill things within like 5 seconds, which is just stupid. Like I don't think the game's meant to be this easy. I think my character's a little broken at the moment. Because everything, if you just do everything lightning damage, say, for my character, it just runs riot.
Yeah.
Fun game, but loving it. Fun game.
Yeah.
This week's thing we're gonna do, we're just sticking to the stories. We've just yacked for a while now, but we're doing like adventure stories. So we'll do like a little bit of camping stories sort of thing, but more like any like little.
We sort of had some adventure stories.
Yeah, it's sort of just random. Yeah, just random stories. I see. I don't know if that's what we're gonna do. We just do story time where things just happen and a story will come out of us. I think that's sort of where I think the podcast should go. Maybe have topics just sort of to start them and not really hit much on the topic. Maybe. See how we go. We'll just do our thing. We can do adventure stories, and next time, if we want to do a topic, we can just do Star Wars stories.
Yeah,
like Harry Potter stories or something like that. You know what I mean? Like Harry Potter stories. So little detour on this one. I used to live in a house with my 2 best mates, and at that stage there we're smoking a bit of weed, and my mates had like a girlfriend that loved Harry Potter. We all liked Harry Potter. She loved it. Like just thought it was the best thing ever. And we had Foxtel at the stage, and the whole Harry Potter come on Foxtel. So we downloaded all the movies. I'm like, okay, we'll watch them. But we got super stoned before watching them. And she watched it with us. She's like, oh, finally he's watching a movie and a show that I want to watch. She sat down. We nearly ruined the movies for her, because every time they're doing something, we make like a sexual innuendo to it or something fucking stupid to it. Like Ron and Hermione would come out together like, oh, he's got a smelly wand now. Stuff like that. Fishy wand, stuff like that. And it's just, she's like, by the time of the 5th movie, she gets sitting there and she's like, you're ruining this for me.
Stop it.
Just laughing. Stop. Like we're actually pissing ourselves laughing at Harry Potter. I'm like, that's not the movie. This is not how Harry Potter is meant to be. We shouldn't be laughing at this.
Stop Stomp.
Stomp it, Ron.
Ron. Akio Bra.
Ron was a bit of a flog. He was,
That's
poor
right.
cunt. He ended up being just the shit cunt of the group, didn't he?
So you went away for the Easter break, right?
Yeah, we went camping.
Yeah. You go on good walks and shit out there? Where'd you go?
We went to Lake Mogra.
Yeah.
The place we went to was like Yarrawonga or something like that was the name of the park. It was just on like a private land. They ended up being brood mares for racing. Yeah. There's all these like really expensive horses there. All beautiful, gorgeous horses, but all really expensive. The sires were on another field, on another farm, and like the sires there are like $63,000 an ejaculation sires. So the man had money.
$63,000 a mount.
No, they're not mountain. Just put it in the little fucking jar and you get the jar to something.
Right. Yeah.
More likely to take. That's why.
Yeah.
And like this year, he sold 30 horses in the Magic Millions yearling sale.
Oh, fuck.
30. And was one of the richest aggregate sales of all time for the Magic Millions. So the average price is $83,000 a horse. It's all the fucking money, cunt. He's loaded, bro. And the road into his place is atrocious. It's like, surely they can get a fucking grader. And the person's running the camps is like, right? Surely they can get like a fucking dozer in here or something and fix it up. It was a fucking shocking driveway. Long, like 2Ks long and just rocky and bouncy and it's fucking rancid. Good. We was down near like a little freshwater creek. There was a couple of families beside us, and they're all like proper bogan cunts. And they like had tribes of kids. Like every like couple had like 5 kids. So it was like 25 kids besides. Like, oh god, so many kids. No offense to kids. Too many in one spot.
Shut up. It's too fucking late for you.
Yeah, but no, we had a good time. We made fires and we didn't do too much. Went to a country park and stuff like that.
The photo you put up looked really nice.
Yeah, we took a couple of beers down. There was like a couple of rocks right in the middle of the stream. So I walked down to the top of the stream there and just sat down. I had a couple of beers there. Next to no service, so stop you playing on your phone too much.
No. When you go out like that, you don't need your phone. The only thing you need your phone is for like emergencies only.
Yeah, but it sometimes made it hard to put music on too.
Spotify that's why you download. That's why you download it on Spotify so you can get offline music.
But I don't.
Speaking of which, listen to us on Spotify.
Download us so when you go camping, you can put us on.
Download us. Yeah, listen to us fucking yak about nothing.
Crap.
Yeah, exactly.
we're like, and I've listened to our podcast, and like, we're not that much different to any other podcast that's out there, really. It's just we just need like people to listen. Essentially, it's just the big one and share it and like, listen to these cunts. They're fucking idiots, but they're listenable idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
But there wasn't too many like proper adventures there. We skipped a few rocks and walked up and down like a freshwater creek, but no fishing or anything too extreme. But out that way there, we've done. We walked up to the main mountain range. I think it's actually called the main mountain range, which is like the southern end of like the Toowoomba range. We walked right up there before. That was like a 6-hour hike sort of thing, there and back for 6 hours sort of thing. That was pretty good. We got right up to the top, and the wind, because it's such a sheer cliff, the wind up there is like enormous. It's like we're eating pistachios and you'd throw them and they'd start flying back over your head. You couldn't feel the wind, but the instant you threw it into the wind, they just go and shoot up in the air like, whoa, cool. That was pretty nice up there. So my adventure story is always fucking random, always to do with like fishing or camping.
Fishing, camping, that's
we did
four-wheel driving.
Yeah. I've had some fucking shocking four-wheel drive stories too.
Yeah. It's last camping trip I went on, we went to Coomba Tops. It was over not Christmas just gone, Christmas before, because Christmas just gone. We had to stay in Rocky. But we went to Coomba Tops, It wasn't like, oh, it's beautiful. If you don't know where Coomba Tops is, it's at the where would it be? It would be western side of Gladstone.
Okay.
You know where Calliope, Billawilla?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Shells.
it's in there. Oh, it's
Yeah.
fucking beautiful up there. River
Probably.
Tops is amazing. They got some pretty good fucking four-wheel driving spots. And my excuse me, one of my brothers, he's got his learners now. It never drove on a four-wheel drive track or anything, and I took mine up. And the fucking you were going up like cliffs like that, eh?
Yeah, right.
It was wheels off, come through this big washout, and mum's got a video of it, and I wouldn't think my car would make it. Water comes straight over top of my bonnet.
Yeah.
And you just cruised it through. But that's nothing. I've had fucking four-wheel drives roll on me and everything because we just
right.
let's go. Yeah, well, we've just gone, oh, we can make it, go. And then one whole side of your car will go like this, and you're like, oh fuck. And you just go bonk on the side or boom on the roof, and you're like, oh, we better get off and snatch it over and pull it back up and jump in, and away you go.
No, I never had so many rollovers or anything like that. I've got myself bogged up pretty seriously a few times, but not like I was never that stupid.
Yeah. Well, there's a before it all got fucking built up and shit at the back of Ripley there down near you. There was some nice tracks up in there. Because it was all bushland. There's some nice tracks up there, and yeah, that's where we've done our
forward drive to get to a destination, not forward drive for the sake of forward driving. That makes sense. Some people used to like, oh, we'll just do this 4x4 track. It's like, unless it's going somewhere, I'm not really that interested. It's like when I first moved down to Brizzy, I was like, when I started the forward drive, I was like, righto, let's get the Inskip. I said, but I'm going to take the long way. I'm going to take the beach way up to Inskip just to say I could do it. This is how I've done it. I did it, smoked it up there, smoked it back. I own my, I have Ford Ranger 3-liter turbo diesel by myself.
Yep.
A lot of this is how I could do it. This is how I've done it.
That's the same as me. Like, if I want to go camping, I want to go camping with a bit of fun. So if I need a four-wheel drive track to get to the spot where I'm going camping, I'll go there and I'll go through that four-wheel drive track. If there's a bitumen road or something to get to there, but I can take the four-wheel drive track, I'll go there. Oh, how'd you get here? Went through the 4B track.
Yeah.
I at least I can say I went through the 4B track because you know what? Yeah. My camp's set up. I'm right here.
Yeah, see, it's like just like that. So like when we used to go up to like the creeks and stuff like that, you used to take some like dirt tracks, like four-wheel drive tracks through there. And you could see like there was the big bog and with the big water and stuff there, and people would go on through there to get there. And like there's an easier way. Why don't we just go around the trees here? Use the tree line to get hard, solid ground and come around to there. And you just go through there and it's easy as piss. But people like fellas I was with were like, no, we're going to go through that fucking bog, and they'd struggle and they get cars dirty, and mud in the boat and stuff like that. And they get through like, oh, we got through. It was fucking sick. Like, I'm clean, bro. I'm clean. I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't even probably need to lock the hubs.
Yeah.
I did it anyway and went around. Like, you just don't, for me, it was like when they go up north, when you go to the tip of Australia there's a certain path you can take called Gunshot. He'd know it. And if you know anything about Australian forward driving, there's the Gunshot. And for me, it's like, why bother? There is 100 tracks around it. No, there's probably like 2 or 3 tracks around it. Why the fuck would you go through that? And it's like, oh, just so you can say you've done the Gunshot. It's like, it's a car killer. And you're in the middle of nowhere.
Fuck yeah.
You're in, I don't even know if there's service there. I think there's only radio service. Yeah, like you have to get the radio cunts in. You have to at least go with several cunts to snatch you out or roll you back over. But it's a chassis bog because it's so steep. You pretty much go straight down a sheer cliff, and it goes 90 degrees like that. And it's when it gets to the bottom, it actually sinks into the ground like that, so it holds water there. So you go through water like that. I've seen cars go down, the front gets stuck, and the ass gets stuck up the top there, and the wheels are just spinning in the middle of the air. I was like, that's so dumb.
Yeah. Or you see some dickheads go down with like camper vans and shit on those fucking nylon hitches, on the all-terrain hitches, and they just go down and they're just like stuck like this, like straight down, and their fucking camper vans still up on top of Gunshot.
Why?
It's like, why?
Why bother?
Why would you? Yeah, exactly.
For me, it's like why bother? Like, if you don't have to, don't. And like
The
every
amount of
like
tracks
big
around
time forward
Gunshot.
4x4 drivers and travelers you see on like TV shows and stuff, they don't do that shit. Even they say, "Oh, there's a gunshot here, but we don't want to risk the increases there, so we'll go around this safer trout."
Yeah,
solid, good idea.
But then you got other ones that are there. It's like, we'll do Gunshot to show people Gunshot.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's our fault if we get stuck or we get fucked up. But we're showing people, and we get stuck. At least we can show them what not to do.
You ever remember the All for Adventure boys?
Yes.
I met them actually. Had a beer with them.
I watched them.
Met them at the servo one time, and I had a bit of a yak there at the servo because I asked them where they're going fishing. I said, "Where are you going fishing?" I said, "I don't really care about the spot. I just want to know what you're chasing." And they said, "Oh, we're going up here. We're going to chase this, this, and this." I'm like, "Oh, sweet. Yeah, cool." And then we ran into them. They're like at the Ingham pub or something like that. We were like having beer with them. And there's that one episode there where they go through this. It's like sea flats. Like where the low tide goes out, you can actually drive across. But when the high tide comes in, it's like 1 meter, 2 meters over with water.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They go through the first time, don't get a good shot. So the second time they go through, they get proper bogged, and they got to snatch it out. And as they go to snatch, the car's proper bogged all the way down to the fucking chassis. As they go to snatch it out, they roll the other car over.
Oh no!
They roll it over, so both cars are fucked. One Land Cruiser's on the side, and the other car's bogged all the way up to the fucking chassis, and like this fucking shitty mud. And they're like, "This is the second time we've gone through it." He said, "It's the fact that we had to do it again that's fucked us." Because the tide was coming in, and the water had made all the sand underneath too soft.
Yeah.
And then they winched the Land Cruiser back over and snatched it back out again. And it was a fucking good episode, but fuck me, it's like that's such shit.
But they're the ones that I was saying about. Like they said, we don't have to do Gunshot. All for Adventure Boys turned around and was like, we don't have to do Gunshot, but we'll show you what Gunshot is.
Yeah,
we fuck up. That's our fault because we decided to do Gunshot. These are all the other tracks that you can do without going and doing Gunshot. And like, there was another one, 4x4 magazine. He's got this little fucking Ruthie, his name is. He's a fucking, you look at him, he's a proper bogan. And just the shit that he goes through.
Even those cunts are All for Adventure. They're like, my shirt, but they've ripped the sleeves off.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
So it's like it's a button up 100% cotton shirt, but they've got the sleeves ripped off them. So they can get their fucking, and both of them have done obviously too many weights. So they got these fucking really impressive fucking arms. It's like, can't fuck off. And they're tanned as fuck because they've been out in the sun for too long. And
the food they cook just looks amazing no matter where they are. It's like, that's some fucking good camp food.
It's one of those things like if you, especially in North Queensland, if you go out there and you're good at fishing, you can eat some really good food. Like I remember we went out right to the far reefs chasing Nana guy. The shelf name is called Saddletail Snapper or Saddletail Emperor. Very similar to a red emperor. If anyone knows what a red emperor is, delicious. 5 out of 5, 5-star fucking flesh. They're just gorgeous white meat with small muscle fleshes that are delicious. And we just smoking them up one after another. We found this spot right on dusk, and we slayed. We got 22 on the boat.
Oh,
weren't in there 9 each. It's 2 of us.
Yeah.
Fuck. Now what do we do? Like fuck. We got too many fish. We can't take this because we weren't counting. Yeah. We were literally just dropping down and pulling them up. It wasn't until he's like, I said, mate, my arms and back are about to fucking die because we're pulling them up from 180 foot.
And you're in a big bombing, and
they're like fucking 90 centimeter fucking things. These fucking giants. So they're just destroying the whole out, and you're gonna have to like pump them to get them past the sharks. And we're like, all right. So we'll count them. Fuck, we got 22. It's like, oh no service. And we're trying to figure out. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 9. We have to figure this out. I got like 1 bar of H plus, and it finally loaded. And I'm like, it's 9. We're only allowed 9 each. I'm like, what are we gonna do? Slab up 4 of them. Out there with we had a little bit of flour with curry powder in there. Cooked them out there. The fish was kicking like half an hour ago, as fresh as you could possibly. I think it was kicking nearly when we were filleting them. Like, dude, this animal just eating them, and it was just the best feed ever. We were hungry. middle of nowhere, like literally middle of nowhere. Like there's no land masses anywhere around you. You're literally in the middle of the fucking water. You had no GPS, you'd get lost. And it's like, yep. And we filled the esky. We had no esky spoon left. We ate that fish. Like, okay, maybe we'll go chase a different species. Fish now. We caught like a couple of rosy jobfish. We're like, what do we do? He's like, well, might as well go home.
Yeah.
It's flat as a tack. There's not a single swell in the water. Let's just go home. And we just buzzed it home, 12 o'clock at night. Got home. At least I got to sleep in my own bed.
Yeah, exactly. And guess what? You had a good feed, didn't you?
You wake up in the morning, you're like, all right, now I got to do a lot of filleting. My dad was a butcher and he was a gun filleter. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I got a lot of fish to fillet there. And he goes, oh, I'll give you a hand. I was like, what do you mean by give me a hand? And he goes, oh, so how about I just fillet them and you just bag them and wash them? I was like, all right, sweet. So I didn't even have to do the filleting. All I was doing was bagging meat because he's so quick. He does an Anagai in like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Makes it easy. You know, it's a half an hour job and we're all done. If I did it, I'd run out of ice by the time I was finished. Like I'm a slow filleter. I'm fucking terrible at it. I clean. I get it.
Here, old boy. Thanks.
Fairly clean, but like if I had a small fish, didn't seem worth it to me. Really. I was so bad at it.
If you had a small fish, don't worry about filleting it. Just throw it on the fucking coals for us, like full. Fuck it.
Nah, see, we used to, because we had so much fish that you had to bag it to freeze it. Yeah. Otherwise, it'd take up so much room. I was never one to eat the whole fish. You know, it was, if we were at camping, you'd get a barramundi, you'd throw it on the coal sort of thing. The old, old school style, like the old Aboriginal way. Dig a hole in the sand, put the coals in, put the sand back over it, let it cook for an hour or two. Pull it out. That's pretty yum. That's pretty yum. I'm not gonna lie,
it's not bad. Yum. It's not bad.
You know, and yesterday we were like, we quickly went to the shops, like, oh, we'll go down, we'll quickly get some things. And because today's off, so the supermarket's all closed, they had fish, like a couple of bags of fish left. Bagged, filleted and everything, bagged, ready to go. And like, oh, look, because we're closed tomorrow, we have to literally get rid of it.
Yeah.
Barramundi and saddletail, so Nana guy, $5.
Oh, get fucked.
Yeah, we had this fucking great little feed last night. It was awesome. And we got like a kilo of salmon for like $10 as well.
Fuck.
Like red salmon, like from Tasmania. And like all wild caught too, like wild caught fish. Like, oh, sweet. Can't get fucking better than that. You know, it's the best prices I've ever seen.
Fuck yeah, that's what you want. Yeah, $5 a bag. Whew, let's go. No way in hell.
I just farted. I hope I hope the podcast heard that.
That's why I'm muted. It was almost simultaneous. I did it and then you did it. Fuck it, hell you grotty cunt. Good thing I'm like 700 Ks away from you.
It's not great.
Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait for a couple months, eh?
Yeah, it's gonna be good times.
I
haven't smoked a hop in ages.
Neither have I, but actually, mind you, sorry. Sunday morning, I did ring him at 4 o'clock in the morning, our time.
You must have been proper blasted.
Oh, I rang Reaper and I rang Hop. And I rang Gil. I rang Gil as well. I didn't mean to. And he sent me a message. He's like, what the fuck are you ringing me at 4 o'clock in the morning, cunt? Because, you know, Gil, we're all fucking normal times now. Yeah. So it's 4 o'clock for him as well. He's like, I checked my phone. I heard it going on.
Ooh, going on.
4 o'clock in the fucking morning. What are you ringing me for? I was like, I had a good fucking time. That's why I was ringing you. I full on like face called Reaper and Hop. I was like, what are you still? And they're like, oh, we're getting dinner ready. I was like, and I'm ready to go to bed. It's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you can stay up late, eh? I thought it'd be like nearly impossible to stay up that late with kids.
No kids, bro, and it was good.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. Where are you going camping this weekend coming?
So we're going up to Upper Stony on the way to Five Rocks.
Yeah, nice. Well,
so
fucking North Yeppoon.
Because we got 3 long weekends in a row, we thought we might as well do the last long weekend. You know, do something for the last long weekend for a little while.
Yep.
So we're gonna head up Saturday, probably during Saturday morning, come back Monday afternoon.
Nice.
So I'll have some stories because we're taking up like four. We're taking up for like four different four drives and shit. So
Bud.
Nah, Bud's not coming.
Oh, Bud.
I didn't even think of inviting Bud, but
Hey, doesn't listen to this.
yeah. Hey, it's all right. It's all right because you can only take up 3 cars to stay. So 3 cars are only allowed at the campsite, or because it's a national park. So it's patrolled by the rangers.
Yeah.
By the Queensland fucking wildlife rangers or whatever they want to be called. And you can only have 3 that can stay there. So 3 cars.
I was going to be a ranger at one stage, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my plan, is become a ranger. Ended up not doing it. Should have, but it didn't. I even thought about becoming a fucking fisher, actually.
Yeah. I had an ex-mate that worked in the ranger service. So, what are they called? Park and Recreational Services?
Yeah, Queensland Parks and Wildlife Ranger.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah. He worked in there. So,
yeah, I did like in a school training with them and stuff like that. I went out there like during school and like on my holidays to work for them and stuff, like just as like a volunteer.
Sort of like work experience.
Yeah, just to learn sort of thing. And
yeah.
I had to go to uni, I think, and I just didn't end up wanting to go to uni. Just didn't end up working out. It just wasn't, to get a job where I wanted wasn't going to happen. I had to sort of like go somewhere else. I was like, oh, I don't really want to do ranger work somewhere else. I'd rather do it here.
Yeah, you're not 100%. Was it? You're not. It's the same as a police force in that. Like, you gotta be a police officer. You're not. Your home base is like their priority. You can go back there, but it's not 100% guaranteed.
No,
you could be stationed somewhere else.
Yeah. So one of my mates, fathers I played cricket with, he's become a cop, and he had to do cop work out like Emerald and stuff first.
Yeah.
And then now he's back in Brizzy. Yeah, it's sort of like teaching. Like teaching, you have to sort of do real work to be able to get like city work.
Sort of like work placement. That's what it is. It's work placement.
You get a certain amount of points, and then those points lead you to be able to like put you ahead of everyone else to get a cop position or teaching position. Yeah. Australia's weird like that. They've got to make you do country work first. Unless you're a tradie, then it doesn't fucking matter.
Being a cop and having fucking country work is 100%, that's understandable considering nearly every farmer and his mum has got a fucking dog. Got a gun.
Yeah, but we don't use guns in Australia like they do in America.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, you got to enforce the firearms law and everything like that out there. Go through, inspect, make sure everything's up to date. All this happens.
Everyone in Australia is so fucking compliant.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Heavily restricted. But I mean, we still have them. You can still go hunting. You still do everything you need to do. I don't understand why other countries seem to have such a fucking issue with it, but what are you gonna do?
I used to go hunting with a bow.
With a bow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting into bow hunting.
It's not bad, bro. And the reason I got into it was I was actually doing sport
archery.
Archery, yeah. Actual archery, like targets and everything. But when I was down south, when I was living down your area, we would go to all the different archery clubs around there, and there was one there at the Gold Coast. There's at the back of the Gold Coast there, and its archery field's amazing. And we weren't hitting like, you're like, hey, you got your bullseyes and shit.
Yeah,
they weren't the targets we were shooting at. We were shooting at like deer targets and all of that. And you got like a 3A. 3A is what you want to try and aim for, which is heart shot. Yeah. So you're pretty much going out and mimicking hunting.
Yeah, but you have to be within
you're out
fucking
shooting.
30 meters of the cunts, which makes it fucking hard.
We were shooting, longest we shot was 150 meters.
Yeah, but you're not going to do that in the wild though. Not with a moving target.
Nah. But the longest we shot. Too long of
a flight time between fucking shot and hit.
And considering the type of bow that you're using is, different to the distance that you can hit.
Yeah.
And all the lead time and everything that you got to do, what the wind's doing. It's crazy. I'm like, Unlike with a gun,
30
you don't
meters
need
is a
to.
safe shot sort of thing. You got to, within 30 meters, you probably think you should hit it.
Yeah. Unlike with a gun where you don't have to factor in that as much as with the bow and arrow.
Yeah, but if the gun's like 100 meters is a safe shot. Anything further than that,
Yeah,
you still
yeah.
you still are
You still got
asking for
to
a fucking
factor it. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, there's like the big fellas like Steve Ranella and stuff. They're hitting things from a bit further, but even then, he'll say, "I shouldn't have done that. We shouldn't just shoot from this distance." You know, he's making sure that he's like it's a calm day. There's no wind. The bullets should fly true here. I've got a good fucking setup. It's not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Make the shot.
I don't want to move. I'm perfect here. I don't want to move.
No, I'd love to get into hunting a little bit, but you know, it's a bit hard. I just don't have guns, and guns are expensive here.
As I said, you don't need guns. You
can just do bow. Bows are still expensive.
bows are, but it also if you want to get to a gun eventually, it also leads into that, like what you need to do with the bow. Because with the bow, you got to get closer, so you know what you got to look out for, what you got to listen to, all of that type of thing. It's which way the wind's blowing, so they don't catch a scent, because you got to be a lot closer to them than you are.
It's just weird like that. Like you don't have to do that with certain other animals. You can just get up close.
Nah. Yeah.
Kangaroos,
fucking
go up to them.
Yeah, a roo, you just fucking put a light on and they're like, what the fuck is that? And you're like, dead.
Yeah.
And then you got deer up here. We got deer running around up here. And you can just...
Yeah, I've got to go out, help my brother-in-law at some stage. Shoot, there's a heap of roos and a heap of pigs on their farm. I have to go out there and help them. It's sort of, my sister can't do it because of the kids sort of thing. So I've got to go out and spotlight, pretty much just be the driver and spotter.
Yeah.
While he shoots from the back or the fucking from the side of the car, probably.
You need some eyes for that.
Like it's just sort of like daytime. He said they just spook too easy. Like you can't get close enough, but nighttime you can get up a bit closer and just.
Oh fuck yeah, yeah.
Yeah, then you just need a second person to fucking do the lights and shit.
Yeah, it's like cruising down like where we used to go hunting out the back of Stanwell. We used to cruise down this road and we just have a spotlight sitting sitting outside. We cruise down, any glint, you're like, all right, they're back there. Just cruise, just keep cruising past, because if bit of light's not going to hurt them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're cruising down the road. They can hear you just going by, going away. Turn around, everything down off, turn your fucking lights off, go forward, bang, light them up. There they are. As soon as you light them up, they're just like, oh fuck, he's back, and they just stop. Especially with roos.
Yeah.
Roos will be like,
so
oh fuck.
Anyone who's listening, kangaroos here in Australia, as much as they're a beautiful animal and stuff like that, do breed in plague proportions in a lot of places, especially in like Western Queensland. Plague proportions, like I'm talking like they're fucking pests everywhere. They're more than there's more fucking kangaroos than there's rats. Like there's fucking everywhere, and they compete with say cattle and stuff like that. And the lot of roads and stuff like that. They're always on the road. Like if you drive down any Queensland road, New South Wales road, like there's a dead kangaroo every fucking K, you know what I mean? That's how many times the car's hit one, and they're quite large. But the other one is pigs. Like pigs are really an invasive, really bad invasive species in Australia. Like they fuck up a lot of shit. They are bad motherfuckers. And yeah, so it's not, don't ever think that with people who do this stuff for like just cruel killing animals, like they are to pest. Essentially is pest elimination sort of thing.
Yeah, pest eradication. That's all it is. Like, especially like as we're talking like kangaroos, pigs, that's your pest eradication. Deer are pests as well. So depending on where you are.
How long we've lived here sort of has made kangaroos exponentially expand. It's not actually the fact that kangaroos should be doing it's other little species that have either gone quiet or have been eliminated, or like certain forestries that's then they need like open space kangaroos, not really forests as such. So the more open spaces we've made, the more kangaroos seem to breed, sort of thing. It's just sort of like an exponential thing. We've made them a lot worse. But like especially out there you can get like feral cats and stuff like too. You should probably kill. Is why one of the reasons why I have problems with cats. There's nothing against them. They seem lovely animals in person, but they are horrid creatures for the Australian wildlife.
Mind you, it's not just cats as well. Like there's anywhere in the world you'll have feral dogs and shit. And you got a feral dog that gets out that especially in Australia, a feral dog that gets out that, you know, makes itself part of a dingo pack.
Yeah. So dogs are bad. Dogs are bad. The why dogs aren't such a fucking epidemic is dogs fall for bait traps really easily.
Yeah.
And dogs don't seem to they might do 1 kill a week, while a cat will do a kill a day. They'll do at least kill 1 animal a day. And it's sort of like, well, that's, you know, if you've got 1,000 fucking feral cats, there's 1,000 native wildlife animals that are dying every fucking day.
See, and
that's a lot. A cat is such a high burning animal that it just literally has to kill something like that.
If you're a chicken farmer, like cats are the ones you gotta look for. Chicken farmers.
Everything, bro. They kill
like
your bandicoots, or your bush kangaroos, your kangaroo rats, kangaroo mice, possums, everything. They fucking all your native birds. They will just decimate populations.
The reason I'm saying is like a chicken farmer is because if you're ever in the industry of pest eradication, especially in Australia, and you get called to a chicken farm, that's the first thing you're going to look for is a feral cats.
Yeah, you're
not gonna look for feral dogs, because guess what? A feral dog will kill 1, and they'll actually take that chicken. They won't leave the chicken in the pen. They'll take it out and go feed the fucking. Whereas cats just kill for fun.
Dogs tend to burn out too in the Australian heat. They seem to just burn out, die. Well, cats can sort of survive a lot. They're just a little bit more hardy, the old cat. It is the same issue I have with people owning cats and like, oh, we let the door open, let the cat go outside. It's like, you know, every time you let the cat go outside, it's going to kill something, right? Like people don't understand that. It's like, you know, it's going to kill at least 1 bird or something. It's going to kill something. It's in their nature to kill shit.
Yeah.
A dog kills shit because it has to, but it's more likely to scavenge than it is to kill.
Yeah,
or a cat 100%. Go out and kill on instinct. So that's my issue with cats, but it's only because I've grown up in Australia. I think if I grew up in another country, but I mean, a good example is if you talk about any European country where dogs and cats just walk in the streets, there's no fucking birds. There's no native mammals. There's nothing. There's nothing there because they've killed them all. I always look at other countries and I'm like, that's why you've got no native animals. It's fucking all been killed by fucking dogs and cats.
Like, hey, we did bring that up in one of our very early podcasts about fishing as well.
Yeah, they got no fish left over there because they fucking killed every single one of them. They eat brim.
Let's go. This
is the best fish ever. It's like, it's a fucking brim. I think those cunts back here.
Yeah,
we don't eat them.
You don't have bag limits for fucking fish. You don't help the ecosystem reproduce itself. Like if you go, especially in Australia, and I'm going to say this, Great Barrier Reef, the amount of laws on the Great Barrier Reef to help protect not just the reef itself, but all the fucking fish species there is one of the reasons why it is one of the natural wonders of the universe, of the world, is because of how well we have protected that.
Green zones are constantly changing.
The reason we're protecting that is because we know what's in our own backyard.
Yeah,
we know it's amazing. You go out on the reef, you go snorkeling out on the reef, especially like Cairns, Maggie Island, go snorkeling around there. It's fucking beautiful.
It is fucking nice. We went there at Christmas time. We went out to fucking Maclay's Reef and stuff like that out from Cairns, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I don't understand why people would want to try and harm that because of how amazing it is.
We've got so many other natural factors that are hurting it already. Like we don't really need overfishing and stuff like that. So, I mean, we caught 18 and go, yeah, okay, I understand. Like there's a lot, but you're talking the tiniest little bommy. We've caught all these fish. Know that in Australia that 10% of the fishermen catch 90% of the fish. It's not everyone that goes out there is catching anything. Most people go out and catch fuck all. Even then, like trout has like a limit. And a guy have a limit. You can't catch, and because everything's so highly regulated too, cunts will pull you up. You know, 1 out of 3 times you go fishing, you're going to get pulled up by some cunt.
Yeah.
It's just not, they count how many boats at the boat ramp go out and they find every single fucking boat they can. They got radars. They'll pick you up straight over. I know where you are.
One of the main things, especially like the bay up here, you're leaving the bay, you have to call the Coast Guard.
What bay's
Call the
that?
Coast Guard, Roslyn Bay. Heading out to
I don't remember calling
heading-
the fucking Coast Guard to do that.
heading out to Keppel and all that. You call the Coast Guard. This is me fucking boat rego. This is where we're heading. This is we're going between here and here. That way then they can keep an eye on you. But guess what? Fisheries have got that information as well.
Yeah, they'll know. They know. They see the trailer ID and then find you. They know where to look for you.
They just walk up, but even if they didn't hear it over the two-way, they just go to the Coast Guard and say, hey, this is the fucking car ID that came in. I want the trailer. I want the fucking boat that was on that trailer. Bang. They Coast Guard type it up. This is where you're looking for. They're going here to here.
Yeah.
They'll go patrol that area. Guess what? You've caught too much fucking one fish. You're done. Simple. It's none of this, throw it all back, because 9 times out of 10, they come and see you and you got more than what you need on boat. They're dead.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, I think that'll be the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week. It'll be another Monday recording, so we'll have all the sport updates. Much love, guys. See you next week.
See ya.
Run it. Hit that Gucci store, girl, make your ankles pop. Hit that Louis store, girl, make you feel on top. Swerve, swerve, swerve.